Hello, Jack Middleton, the Empowered Vegan here, and in this video, we're making lentil loaf. Now, lentil loaf is kind of like meatloaf in the sense that I still smother ketchup all over the top of mine. If you don't like ketchup, you don't need to put it on there. In fact, if there's any single ingredient in this recipe that you don't like, you can leave it out. You can do whatever you want. The recipe is merely a template for you to explore playing around with your culinary skills. So enjoy this video knowing that even though I have set some guidelines forward that will help aid you in being successful in making this recipe delicious, the world is still your oyster. Is it vegan to say that? All right, so first things first. Whenever we're making food, what do we always do first? Well, we always look at the things that take the longest in the recipe and will require the least amount of hands-on work so that we can get those going and cooking in the background so that while those are cooking, we can be prepping the other stuff. In the case of this recipe, that's our lentils, so let's throw those babies on. Okay, lentils are on. What is next? While the lentils are cooking, we can chop up all of our veggies. Whenever I'm prepping veggies for anything, I like to do them all at once, all together. You get out your cutting board, you have your knife, and you just chop, 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 chop. So let's do that now. Wow, we're killing it. Lentils are on the stove, veggies are prepped. What's next? Well, since we've got the veggies already prepped, I think the next thing that we should do is we should cook them off. So we're gonna cook these babies in stages. So first thing, you'll get your onions on. Next, you can put in your salt, then you can throw in your mushrooms. After your mushrooms cook down a little bit and the pan starts to dry up, you can add in your celery and your carrots, give them a good stir. And once those start to soften up, you can throw in your garlic. Then you can add in your herbs, your chopped rosemary and thyme. And finally, you can deglaze with some tamari and clean up that pan. And then you can take that off the heat. Pull your lentils off the stove when they're ready. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna prepare a flax egg, because that's gonna be part of our binding mix. That's what's gonna help hold this whole thing together. And all you have to do is add ground flax to some water, give it a good mix up. It'll start to gel. Once it's bloomed nicely, you know it's ready to go. For our dry ingredients, we're gonna take oats, cashews, and garlic powder, and we're gonna blend them up in a blender. Next, you're gonna clear those out of the blender, and you're gonna put 2/3 of your lentils in the blender, and you're gonna blend them up. If you have to put a touch of water in there because it's not blending and you don't have an awesome Vitamix, that's okay, you can put a touch, but you don't wanna put too much because you don't wanna throw off the dry to wet ratio in the recipe, or you'll end up with just a really sloppy, mushy, not held together lentil loaf, and nobody wants that. Okay, now it's time to put it all together. You're gonna put it in a bowl, you're gonna mix it all up, and you're gonna lay it out in that loaf pan. Nice and easy. Finally, we're gonna make our glaze to go on top. Once you've got that glaze ready, you can just smear it all over the top, and you can put this baby in the oven at 400 for 45 minutes. So So this recipe, delicious, nutritious, filling, satiating, savory, you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna love it. All right, well, if you like this video, like it, actually like it, show that you like it, prove that you liked it, like it. I don't even know what it does when you like the video for me anyway, but I like it. I like it. When I see the likes, I'm like, you know what? That's 26 reasons to make another video. And if you liked it, hold on, what's the other one? Comment. You can also comment down below and you can tell me what recipes you wanna see. I mean, I can pretty much do anything that I wanna do. There might be some things I don't wanna do. And subscribe to this channel, because honestly, this channel's the best. You know why? Because it happens every week. Well, a lot of channels do that. Well, it's also got food and recipes and me on the camera telling you what's up, saying hello, saying how are you, saying let's make some food. That's gotta count for something. I will see you in the next video.